Hi guys, welcome to Statistics Online. Today is day 2 of lesson 1-1 and we're going to continue to look at variables. We're also going to look at categorical data, quantitative data. We're going to look at a frequency table. And then also for our agenda for today, we only have notes and a homework assignment. Now, the homework assignment you'll be able to find on the Google Forms doc. Then we don't have an activity today. So just the notes and then follow up with the homework. Okay, so a review from yesterday. We had 2 different types of that data set of categorical and quantitative. Now, remember the categorical was words and the quantitative was numbers. But also be careful because sometimes even though it's a number, remember from yesterday that it could be in a set interval and that falls under categorical. All right, we also want to remember from yesterday that a frequency table is a table that shows how much of each. A relative frequency table shows the percent. And then we're going to have a little bit of a deeper look at individuals, what they look like, a person, a place, showing data, and then variables are that value. Okay, so this is what your homework actually looks like. You're given some information here. This is Big Ben's or Big Beans, Ben's Beans coffee shop. And he's got different types of coffee that is listed. And you can check to see if each one is hot or cold, how many calories, the sugar, and the caffeine content. All right, so let's take a look at the individuals. The individuals of this data set, what are they? All right, well, is it Ben's Beans customers? Is it the drinks or the caffeine? Well, if you said it was the drinks, you are correct. Okay, these are all of the drinks, all of the types of drinks, and those are the individuals for this data set. All right, so then the next 4 are all going to be our variables, and the type is categorical. The calories is quantitative, the sugars is quantitative, and the caffeine quantitative. So looking at the other question, this data set contains 4 variables, which one is categorical. All right. The next part is that we're going to look at a 2-way frequency table and Venn diagrams. So let me give you a little bit more info on this. On this slide, each one of these circles represents a cookie, all right? And the shaded in blue, those are chocolate cookies. And the shaded ones that are kind of like a light gray, those are no chocolate. Now the C's are coconut. All right, that means they also have coconut in them. So if you take a look at this Venn diagram, you have some cookies that are just chocolate, you have some that are just coconut, you have some that there's some mixture here that's in between. The best way that I always describe how to fill out the 2-way frequency table, 2 ways is because you're looking at it in 2 different ways, is to kind of start at the total. There are 12 cookies total. 12 total. And then I'm gonna actually look right here at this column, and total is 12, right? And so we could say, how many total has chocolate? All right, so I've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 total that have chocolate. Now remember, chocolate is the blue circles. And then how many do not have chocolate? Well, that would be 3, and 9 plus 3 does equal 12. Cool. All right, so then I'm going to go across how many has coconut, and then how many does not have coconut, and then what does that total look like? So how many have coconut? Remember, the C's are the coconut, so there are 4 coconut. How many do not have coconut? Well, all the ones that do not have the C's, and there should be 8 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Okay, so now from there, you can kind of fill out the middle of our 2-way frequency table. So I'm going to look at this information here. How many has chocolate and has coconut? So looks like these 3 are both chocolate and coconut. So I'm going to put a 3 here. And then how many of them has no chocolate, right? Has no chocolate but has a coconut. So that is only this guy right here. 1. And always when you're doing this, make sure that your columns and rows, they add up. All right, so let's go to the next one. How many right here, how many have no coconut and has chocolate? No coconut and has chocolate. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. And then hopefully there's 2, right? Hopefully there are 2 cookies that have no chocolate and no coconut. No chocolate, no coconut. Those are these 2 right here, and that is 2. So you guys just filled out your very first 2A frequency table. All right, so this is the last slide for today, short notes. This is looking at a 2A relative frequency table. And this is looking at and analyzing the data of accidents and not accidents in SUVs and sports cars. So let's take a look at the information that is given. An accident within the last year, 28 had an SUV, 35 had sports cars, and a no accident within the last year, 97 SUVs and 104 sports cars. So we're going to take this information and we're going to create a relative frequency table. All right, so an accident within the last year, we're going to fill out this box, this box, this box, this box. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's take a look at the total, how many SUVs there were. And so we would just simply add up the 28 plus the 97, and that gives us 125 total SUVs. Let's do the same with the sports cars. We have the 35 plus the 104, so that gives us 139 sports cars. Now we can turn them into a relative frequency table. So we can take the 28, right? It's kind of hard to write it. The 28 out of 125, and within that box, that is where our proportion of 0.22 would go. All right, now likewise, let's do the same. Let's do 97 divided by that 125, and that gives us 0.78. And notice it says column total, so when you're adding them up, it should equal 1, right? 100%. Good. Let's do the same with the sports cars. So with the sports cars, we have 35 divided by the 139, which is going to give us 0.25. And then no accident within the last year is 104 divided by the 139, and that's going to give us 0.75. And then from there, you can analyze this data, taking a look at, well, if you drove a sports car, you had no accident within the last year, it's 75% chance that that's you. Accident within the last year and you had a sports car, it's 25% chance that that's you. So that's kind of a neat way to look at data using a relative frequency table. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson. I know it's really quick notes, and I hope you guys have a really great day. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please contact me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.